Hello everyone. In the previous video, I've installed screen protector for my Galaxy Note 9 and I've also reviewed the very nicely designed rigid case for the Note 9. You can find the link in the description below. In this video, however, we're going to install the screen protector for the Galaxy S9 Plus. This phone belongs to my wife. We got the phone at the same time. Now this is only like the fourth day of owning the phone, and I can already see some scratches on the screen. So make sure when you get any new phone, put screen protector on there if you want to protect your investment. Again, I highly recommend getting the non-tempered glass one. For one, it's much easier to replace. Second, it does not shatter, because when the tempered glass screen protector shatters, it's just like the screen. The glass is gonna fly all over, everywhere. The plastic one, in the unlikely event that your screen shatters, the screen is actually gonna stay in the place. The glass is not gonna, shatter all over the place and damage your finger. So this is definitely a plus, in my opinion. In this video, I'm just gonna quickly go through the installation. If you want to see the detailed installation, check my previous video. I'm gonna again put the link in the description. So again, this is screen protector from IQ Shield. It comes in a pack of two. I'm only gonna be using one today. First thing first, for any installation, make sure you wash the screen really nicely and get rid of any dust that's present on the screen. Very important. So use the microfiber cloth included if necessary. And in my case, it's definitely necessary because I can still see some dust on the screen. Okay. You need to make sure it's absolutely dust free. And pet hair free, of course. Now it's about perfect. Another thing important, turn off your phone. That's funny, I have to enter passcode to turn off my phone. Here, phone's off. One more time, make sure screen is absolutely clean and spot free. Next step, spray some water that's included, which is the mild detergent. Just nicely mist the entire screen. This is to make sure that the screen protector you put on is easily movable to reposition it for installation, because once it sets, once it dries, it actually stays in place very firmly. So, peel the protector off, and I'm just going to gently put it on the screen right over here. Granted, the screen is fairly clean, and as you can see, now I can move it around freely because there's plenty of liquid on the screen. Make sure you align it really nicely, okay? Very important to align the sensors and make sure the sensors are not blocking the actual camera and iris reader. So let's see if I can center it a little bit. And in this case, it's already nicely aligned. Next step is use the rubber squeegee pad and gently squeeze out all the excessive water, because now you're gonna want to have it set in place and not move around anymore to cure it for a little bit for the next step in the installation. Get extra waters out and then just dry them as you go, because you don't want excessive water running around. And as you can see, there is no dust on the screen, which, thank God, is a blessing. And now I'm just working on getting rid of the air bubbles. Of course, double check on the alignment All the sensors are in place, so we're good. Just squeeze out the waters as much as you can and dry as you go. Also squeeze out from the edges, because the edge, you actually have to wait for a little bit to actually clean the edge, to actually put the edge in place, because it have to be a little bit more dried for it to be sticking to the edge. And make sure you're not applying too much pressure. You don't want to stretch this film. So we're almost done. And if you compare this video to my last one, actually on the second install, it's already so much more easy, so much easier than the first install. In the first one I actually struggled a little bit to get rid of the air bubbles and things. And this one there's no air bubble and there's no dust, because I made sure that the area is really clean. The screen is really clean before I start applying, you know, the screen protector. So now we're at the step where we have to wait for the edge to cure for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we come back and get the edge really nicely situated onto the edge of the screen itself. Okay, so now we're just gonna wait for a little bit. Of course, all the waters are dried. It's almost ready to complete the installation. We'll come back and update. So about 10 minutes passed. I'm gonna try to squeeze the edge and see if it would stick onto the edge of the phone. In this case, it's actually sticking. So we're gonna go ahead and finish on both sides, and then we're gonna leave the phone aside and cure for about 6 to 8 hours for the film to completely set onto the glass, to actually fuse with the glass. Now it sounds scary, but it's still fairly easy to remove those films if you decide to do so later on. So don't worry about, you know, not able to remove the film, because you can still easily remove them. As you can see, after you wait for the screen protector to dry a little bit, the edge just sticks like a glue. So very nice. And now we can do a final squeeze, get rid of all the bubbles. Use just a little more force, but then still don't use too much force. Like, don't stretch the film, because you don't want to do that. Okay, so this installation is actually complete. Again, it's actually faster to do than my installation for my Note 9, because it's my second time, and it's you just have a lot more experience dealing with the with this kind of film. So to recap, make sure your phone is really clean when you install this, and when you actually put the screen protector on the film, on the phone, you have to let it sit for a little bit, so the edge can get a little dry, and then you can get the edge very nicely adhere to the edge of the screen. Okay, so there you have it. If you guys have any questions or problems about installing screen protector for your Galaxy Note 9 or the Galaxy S9 Plus, or for that matter the S9, because they're all very similar in terms of installing the screen protectors, feel free to ask me in the comment section, and I'd be happy to answer your guys' questions. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please do hit the like button if you find this video helpful, and thank you so much, and take care.